My mom seen me going those 3 marriages that didn't work out. Every time she was expecting a grandchild, but only what she got is divorce.
I wonder who filed for divorce in her first 2 marriages. I'm genuinely curious. Natalie reflects on being married to husband number 1.
He was very educated, nice, polite.
2,
A military guy.
and 3,
My mom liked Michael.
as her mom tries to wake her up to how Josh and this situationship is wasting her time.
Значит, Наташ, я вообще не понимаю, зачем мужчина, который не хочет жениться и не хочет семью?
Well, by the end of the episode, Natalie builds some courage to confront Josh about keeping her in limbo.
Hello? Oh boy.
Get ready, Josh. Hey 90 Day Fans fam, it's Melicia. I hope you're well. Before we get into Natalie, quick update on Tyray. We can officially say he went on his first date because the woman Teresa showed up. Thank goodness. And on top of showing up, she's being a good sport because it's hot. It's 105 degrees in New Orleans, 40.56 degrees Celsius for my international folks. And she just got off of a swamp tour with her girlfriends. Now she's taking this walking voodoo tour with Tyray.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, shout out to her. As Teresa and Tyray were sweating bullets, their tour guide took his moment to shine by acting out a murder mystery on Bourbon Street.
October 26th of the year 1926. There's an argument come out of this apartment. And the next morning,
A housekeeper of that apartment enters inside, and as she does so, well, they would find a trunk.
opening up these trunks to find a dismembered and mutilated body.
The tour guide, wow, he's oh man.
Doing too much? Yeah. With that heat, I would have been so annoyed. But he's passionate, so good for him.
He's over here, super energetic, but it's a little awkward too.
And if y'all have any questions, give us a holler online for sure. My name is Ricardo. Enjoy yourselves.
After all that hopping and skipping, Ricardo isn't sweating at all. Wow. Following Ricardo's performance, Tyray and Teresa head to get a bite to eat. And what she tells the camera surprised me. It made me start to really think that, wow, there could be hope, that she's really interested in Tyray.
Tyray is such a sweetheart. I just got out of a committed relationship, but I still am hopeless romantic at heart. We have a genuine connection. I think he is going to make a great partner. Getting more one-on-one time and talking to him more is just going to help me find out, like, where do we stand?
It sounds like she's truly interested, right? Well, once they sit down to eat, Tyray asks what she's looking for in a partner. She says someone who likes to travel, someone sweet, and then she reveals she doesn't have a type.
I found that out recently. Like, really, I just go off of if we're getting along and I feel like I can open up to you.
She must have really went through it in her previous relationship. When you get to a point where you just want the basics, that says a lot.
So I know you're divorced. So like, what's the next step for you?
So I'm on a journey right now to figure out who I am, because obviously that was a really long relationship. So I'm
That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot
yeah,
of
like I still believe in love, like hopeless romantic all the way.
Well, one thing she is not all the way with is long distance. She says she's cautious when it comes to it.
I've seen a lot of relationships go south just being military because we are separated all the time. So like right off the jump, trying to be in a committed long distance relationship, I think would be really hard.
Womp womp. Tyray admits that was disappointing for him to hear.
At the same time, I do feel like her intentions were good from the get-go.
Yeah, I get where Teresa is coming from, but in my opinion, it negates what she was saying earlier.
I think he is going to make a great partner. Getting more one-on-one time and talking to him more is just going to help me find out, like, where do we stand?
If you knew long distance wasn't something you're really interested in, why would you say those things? I'm just a bit confused about that.
I would love to stay in touch with you and, you know, maybe I'll just let you know next place I'm traveling and be like, where you at? Let's go.
Yeah, I would love that.
It was like fate. We help each other through learning ourselves and the transition.
Exactly. The spirits brought us together.
The spirit, the voodoo,
The voodoo.
spirit.
Tyray and I are definitely gonna stay in touch. I don't know if he'll fit into my life anytime soon. Never say never.
You know, once I think about it, Teresa played that well. I'm not sure if she ever had any true intentions of dating Tyray, but I'm glad she left him feeling good about himself and hopeful about dating.
One of the major things I learned from this date with Teresa was definitely just to be yourself, because people like your authentic self. And it is okay to have a date that doesn't immediately lead to a love connection.
All right, I'll see you later.
Hey, bye, Teresa.
I would have liked the first kiss, but things like that, it takes time. I think it worked out for the best.
Yeah, I'm glad he was able to get some practice in. All right, moving on to Natalie. She and her mom are enjoying Halloween in LA, a moment that has her mom in awe.
Такой прекрасный праздник американский. Мы никогда не были на этом празднике, и у нас на Украине не празднуют этот праздник. Красочно, радужно. Фонарики, звездочки, сладости. Ну, я такого никогда не видела. Очень красиво.
It's heartwarming to see someone like Natalie's mom, who is older, get so excited about Halloween and experiencing new things in America. She tells Natalie they should be celebrating this moment with kids.
Touching on the sore spot.
This leads Natalie to tell her mom how things have not been going well with Josh lately,
I haven't seen his house. Never happened.
and how he's been keeping his distance from her.
Мы вообще-то уже, мы с ним год встречаемся. Не знаю, пока непонятно. Да, у него есть квартира, да, он не позвал меня туда жить.
Natalie's mom tells her Josh is strange. It's odd that he hasn't introduced her to his kids or his mother.
Значит, Наташ, я вообще не понимаю, зачем мужчина, который не хочет жениться и не хочет семью?
Yeah. When I asked Natalie why she continues to entertain Josh when he doesn't want what she wants, which is to have kids and get married, here's what she had to say.
I believe that I do mistakes a lot. I think I have to learn more on myself, to improve myself. And sometimes I feel like never see him again. But we don't know where it's going. I don't know what's gonna happen.
I know what I see on TV. I don't know much of your business, but don't waste your time. You deserve what you want. You want a family.
I do.
Don't allow Josh to waste your time. That's all. That's just my little tidbit.
Thank you.
In my opinion, it's wrong for Josh to stay around knowing he's not gonna give her what she wants. That's selfish. Close Crazy says, it's not difficult to understand why she fell for Josh. He was the first to encourage her modeling and acting, which is her dream. There is something to be said to having someone who nurtures your dreams. I completely agree. And Natalie has said Michael did not support her Hollywood dreams.
He never believed I could succeed. Now I understand why. It's really hard because I'm here.
At the same time, she also has a dream of becoming a mother. And that dream has a very real clock that is ticking. She's 38. Becca says Natalie went from one extreme to the next. A simple country boy to a complex city boy with a girlfriend in every state. Becca. Michael's not enough for her and Josh is too much. She needs to find a happy medium. Well said. I agree. In my opinion, she should just let Josh go. Open up space for someone better to come in and focus on building her career. To be an actress, there's a formula she can follow. It's on Google. She doesn't need Josh at this point. If anything, he's distracting her. Eventually, with time and dedication, she'll make new connections that will hopefully propel her career forward if that's what's meant to happen. And on a self-worth level, I can speak about this because I've been there. It seems like Natalie is so focused on winning Josh. Someone that if she thinks about it, isn't really what she wants. But she's so focused on winning him, getting him to finally choose her, that she's allowing herself to waste precious time. No, it's time for her to choose herself, choose peace. And Josh's behavior isn't anything to take personal. Clearly, he's not choosing anybody else. This could be just how he is.
Так же твой, допустим, первый муж. Он позвал тебя сразу к себе.
Natalie's mom goes on to talk about how her 3 previous husbands, including Michael, didn't hesitate to put a ring on it. That's when Natalie shares more details about her exes, specifically the first 2.
My mom loved my first husband a lot. He was very educated, nice, polite, very sensitive, very human, very decent person. Never fight, always smooth. I was the one who's like, sparkle.
No, probably Spark. She had it right the first time. Natalie goes on to share that if she would have met him now, things would be different. She was only 22.
My mom hated my second husband.
Why didn't your mom like him?
Because he would be very demanding, he a military guy. And it felt like I'm a soldier who on duty.
Her husband's name was Michael.
Yeah. My mom liked Michael.
Liked? She loves Michael.
Майкл, привет!
Natalie's mom goes on to tell her that she needs to find someone more solid than Josh. Someone more reliable.
My mom seen me going to 3 marriages that didn't work out. Every time she was expecting a grandchild, but only what she got is divorce. But this is first time I'm seeing her so upset, and it makes me sad too. So I need to think and make some serious decisions.
Yeah. And before her next relationship, she should consider doing some internal work so she doesn't make the same mistakes that she's made in the past. To be married 3 times in less than 20 years, I could imagine that that's a lot emotionally. Fast forward, Natalie prepares to meet up with Josh.
I told him when I moved to LA, there are no excuses. We're in the same city. So, I mean, whatever he tells me, totally bull. It was like Josh has been leading me on for 1 year of my life.
Yeah, and unfortunately, you've also been allowing him to, Natalie, by thinking you can convince him to want what you want when he's showing you what he wants. You know, we hear a lot of relationship advice nowadays, especially on the internet. And I'm not gonna lie, some of it's annoying and it feels manipulative because it's framed as if relationships are one size fits all. For instance, follow these steps to get your man to commit, or this formula will help you flirt with the girl of your dreams. It's like, what? What if the girl of your dreams doesn't know how to flirt herself and she's just looking for someone who's authentic? I say that to say, every single one of us are so unique, and we have such unique life experiences that have led us up to being who we are today. I believe we are too complex for a one-size-fits-all solution. But there is a common piece of advice that the more I mature, the more I see it as truth. And it can be hard for some to accept. If a grown man is ready and serious about you, he will not take long to show you. Now, you can determine what long is for you or if you're willing to wait, but in Natalie's case, it's been a year on an emotional roller coaster. It's unfair, especially when you want something stable. She already has all the answers she needs. Now she just really has to make the decision.
He didn't spend Halloween with me, and now he's not gonna spend Christmas with me. I feel like when it comes to family holidays, I'm not included. I said I will buy ticket and fly to Arizona, but he said, you just can't come because you don't know my daughter. I think it's an excuse. If guy wants me in his life, he looks for solutions.
Yep. Natalie tells the camera that her mind knows the decision she needs to make when it comes to Josh, but her heart is being stubborn.
I mean, I'm done.
Meanwhile, Josh is contemplating a decision of his own. After last episode, his friends suggested that Natalie is using him.
Recently, my friends who know me very well, they had told me I have been the rescuer in past relationships, and they want to make sure that, just making sure that I'm not getting taken advantage of in this relationship with Natalie.
Are you taking advantage of her, Josh? At this point, I think it may be safe to say that they are both using each other for various reasons. But obviously, Natalie's heart is in this. Josh's? I don't know.
Hello?
Oh yeah, the wrath is coming.
Oh boy.
It was the pause when she turned the corner that did it for me. And next week, the tears start to flowing.
I don't want to have the feelings that I'm not loved.
I understand that.
I deserve to be loved. And I just can't.
Let him go. If he brings more pain and anxiety than peace and joy, let him go. All right, 90 Day Fans fam, I wish you joy and peace this week. Make sure you stick with ET because we are covering it all. I will see you next time.